This is Hkhs Sport bringing you that heat and that far. We keeping the foot on the what? Next. We keeping the foot on the what? Next. And like the Tibetan Mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? Eat versus price. Let's talk about it, man. Errol the true Spence, dog. And the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. What did Hkhs Sport tell you guys, man? Bob Arum is an old car salesman, aka Shiesty motherfucker, dog. Y'all didn't want to believe Vasily Lomachenko. Now y'all have no choice but to bend the proverbial fucking knee to Hkhs Sport, bringing you that what? That heat and that far. And keeping the foot on the what? The next. And keeping the foot on the what? The next. And like the Tibetan Mastiff that he is, he's applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? Eat versus pipes. What did Hkhs Sport tell you guys, man? That Bob Arum is a old car salesman, aka Shiesty motherfucker. And the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. And now what? He's now lying and saying that Al Heyman is amendable. Al Heyman is never amendable, dog. Al Heyman tells you before you come to the negotiation table, dog, crawl. You need to bend the fucking knee, dog, and crawl to the negotiation table and kiss the ring while you at it. This is how Al Heyman does affairs, dog. Just like Hkhs Sport, it's iron-fisted, man. How is Al Heyman in contraryism with Errol the true Spence? It's like the good book says, man. Beelzebub cannot be divided. Can devils be divided amongst themselves? Because if devils are divided amongst themselves, then how can their house prosper? Let me say it again. Woo, woo. No, let the good book say it again. Woo, woo, woo. Because what the good book said was so deep and profound. Beelzebub. Is Beelzebub casting Beelzebubs out? How can Beelzebub cast Beelzebubs out? A house divided will never stand, dog. Errol the true Spence and Al Heyman are of the same mold. PBC boxing. This is why Errol the true Spence said that quit your fucking lying, Bob Arum. Bob Arum is now making you Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brains. You classic Dalton troglodytes. You ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. Reverse bias, AK detractors, AK panders, eat this shit up. As you know, you guys, you believe in partiality. You believe in 50-50. You know, over here, we don't believe in 50-50 because if you give 50% of yourself, then you are a 50%er. And what is 50%ers? Half-truth motherfuckers. And what do ultimately they lead up being? Liars. So in this most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat true telefashion, we have to tell ourselves the underlying and the undercurrent truths. Bob Arum's been lying all along, man. He's the one holding up the fight because he wants 50-50. That's an imaginary 50-50. It ain't gonna fucking happen. And you see he's trying to blame Errol the true Spence. Errol the true Spence holding up the fight because he wants 60-40. You're damn right he deserves 60-40. I done told you, Bob Arum. Bend the fucking knee, dog. Kiss the ring while you at it. Crawl to the damn negotiation table. Because if you don't do that, absence that, Spence versus Crawford is not happening. Let me say it again. Absence that, Spence versus Crawford is not fucking happening. So what's not cold-hearted about that? What's not unadulterated about that? And what's not the cutthroat true telefashion that's associated with that? You gotta bend the fucking knee up, kiss the ring while you at it, crawl to the damn negotiation table. Because if you don't crawl to the negotiation table and you don't take your 40%, Spence versus Crawford is not fucking happening. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true telefashion. I keeps the foot on the what? Next. In this instance, Errol the true Spence is going to continue to keep the Megalodon shark. Because what is the Megalodon shark? He has no predator. He is the predator, dog. He's going to continue to keep that foot on you and the Chihuahua walking behind the damn fence. Terence Crawford's giraffe's neck. Hkhs Sport can toot his own horn. And the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. Because Hkhs Sport told you motherfuckers, man, that these guys don't want that free smoke. Clearly, Terence Crawford don't want it. Because if he did, he would be telling Bob Arum, look here, man. Come hella high water, this fight is going to happen. Let me say it again. Come hella high water, this fight is going to happen. But I done told you guys, man. He was popping smoke and giving you that fake bravado of the Chihuahua walking behind the damn fence. Terence Crawford don't want Errol the true Spence, man. That's why he's Bud Crawford. That's why he's Dud Crawford. And he's Bud Man fans. I.e. Terence Crawford fanboy man crushers. They're beyond pathetic as fuck. They're mediocre as fuck. Just like Terence Crawford. Because if you really wanted that free smoke, if you want smoke, it's free. but you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free, but you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free, but you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free, but you can't smoke for free. If he really wanted that free smoke, though, then he would have understood that Errol the True Spence would give him that free smoke, but he would tax and charge his ass while he's giving him the free smoke, and then bulldoze, steamroll, and plow through his motherfucking ass, his rabbit ass, dog. When it's all said and done, Terence Crawford is telling you everything that you need to know, man. The good book tells you will know them by the fruits that they bear. And the fruit that Bob Arum also bears is one of an old car salesman, aka Shiesty motherfucker, dog. He's trying to sit here and use the power of the media to try to make it 50-50. Well, guess what? It's backfiring on you. Because you had to bend the fucking knee to Al Heyman when it came to Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. So you gon' bend the fucking knee. There ain't nobody more patient than Al Heyman, dog. Al Heyman will outpatient your ass. And that's why Bob Arum is doing this desperation right now. Because he sees that Al Heyman has shat on his shield. Amendable. So, Beelzebub, dog. A house divided, you know it does not stand. So Beelzebub is casting out Beelzebub. Does that make any sense, you Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brains? Does that make any sense, you classic Dolce and Troglodytes? Does that make any sense, you ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric? When Jesus made that parable, he was making a reference that if you want a house to stand, then everybody got to be on the same page. Everybody got to be on the same court. Everybody got to be on the same wave and the same thumb and the same needle of the damn situation. Well, guess what? Al Heyman is Mr. PBC. Errol the True Spence is a PBCer. So how are they not on the same page? It's a things that make you say. It's a things that make you say. When you listen to this bullshit and fuck shit, you need to start asking yourself if it's not bullshit and fuck shit in your brain. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. Now, Bob Arum's going to go as far out, an old car salesman, a.k.a. Shiesty motherfucker, to lie to say that Al Heyman and Errol the True Spence are divided. It's a things that make you say. It's a things that make you say. Y'all gotta stop being brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads. Y'all gotta start using y'all brains and using y'all neuron receptors so you can start thinking in its most cold-hearted, thinking in its most unadulterated, and thinking in its most cutthroat true teller fashion. This is Hkhs Sport. Checking out.